Hello again for the second time, everybody. It's going to be another edition of the Rural Report. I am your Rural 2IC, and I had to make a part two, sadly, to this video. I got up early this morning and did my normal routine, went through the headlines, went through emails, got back to the people, did some stuff, made coffee, of course, and then got right into making a video because I had planned to get a lot of stuff done. Now the rain kind of hampered half of my outdoor plans. I did get a lot of stuff indoors done, but that being said, when I took a break for me and my son to have some lunch here, I decided, hey, let's check in with some more headlines. And wow, okay, so that's part two. So let me jump into this. So in the last 36 hours ish, there has been 49 C-17s, U.S. Air Force C-17s, carrying probably supplies from mainland to Israel. Now, at number 49, that is C-17s alone. That's not anything along C-5s or potentially C-130s. Usually C-130s stay in country because they're not really the overseas type. They could. They could do fuel stops, but it'd be a lot longer of a trip to fly from basically kind of like a Bangor, Maine, over to kind of like an Iceland, over to, and make a bunch of them kind of hops where a C5 could just, one shot it kind of thing. So that's interesting that there's that much. Now, keep in mind of all the naval fleet that's over there, that's the U.S., as well as some of the other countries. This is the largest naval fleet since World War II assembled anywhere. A lot of it's in the Mediterranean. That's a really small body of water compared to an Atlantic or Pacific Ocean. So, one of the other that got tracked was a C-146 Alpha. Now, that is a Wolfhound that landed at Hamat Air Force Base in Lebanon. And I'm bad with names. Lasarnica and Cyprus Air Force Base. Now, just doing a quick internet search, this aircraft is mostly used to provide U.S. Special Forces responsive operational movement of a small team and or supplies. Now, before any keyboard warrior goes in like, oh, you're giving away positions and all sort of stuff, this is a free app that you can get on your phone. So if I can go to any Play Store or any Apple Store, or you jump on the computer and type in FlightAware or ADSB Exchange or anything like that, and for free, not even logging in or putting an email in, and get this info, then so can anybody on the planet. Okay, this is the stuff that I provide is not something that was given to me in confidence. This is open source stuff that anybody can go find. So, tracking another one is there's an Iranian military aircraft that landed at the Russian controlled airport in Syria. Now, remember, when the Aleppo and Damascus kept getting hit over and over and over, that Russia offered up and said, hey, just come use ours. And it's never been used yet since that offer until it looks like today. So it looks like something special got moved today. What was on there? I have no clue. I don't even want to begin to guess what that was. But, and keep in mind, they could have turned their tracker off. They wanted to be seen flying from here to there. Anybody could see that. So now, the one that I saw that is going around right now is there is pictures and videos coming out allegedly showing Iranian missile bases are now in a state of offensive mode. So they are launch ready. They are on the launch pad. Usually, like here in the US, you keep those really long range tucked away. They are down, they're sealed. These are out in the open on the launch pad, ready to go. Think, let's go outside the military. When you go to like NASA, when NASA's getting ready to launch to go to the moon or whatever, they wait and then go and put everything up and get it, ready for it. So it takes a decent amount of effort to grab said device, move it from storage, move it to site, and get it all up, mounted, and ready to go. So if they're doing this for a show of force, there's a lot of stuff involved to do that. Now, granted, it's no different than us moving an aircraft carrier or something like that. There was a lot of time, money, everything that went into getting it there. So this might be just their answer, because I'm pretty sure Iran doesn't have an aircraft carrier, but there's a lot of actual physical things. Now remember, in every one that we say, there are threats. And right now, they're just words until there's an action behind it. Well, when you move an aircraft carrier in, that is an action. Now, granted, it is a threatening action, but nothing's been done yet, but there is an action. We moved it there. Now, is this their reply of an action to it? We will wait and see. Now, according to Global News, there is a report that Canadian Special Ops are boots on the ground in Israel. Now, in the article, it said that they are there purely to provide security to its embassy and embassy staff, and as an advisory role to the Israeli military. That's what's being reported mainstream of why they're there. Is that really why they're there? Your guess is as good as mine. You can make whatever assumption you want. I'm just telling you what's being reported. Now, two more things. The Israeli Air Force, as well as ground artillery, are conducting operations deeper into Lebanon. Now, that's a bit unusual. It was a lot of just border, just conflict right there at the border, a little bit inside each way. Now they're going much, much further into Lebanon. And does that align for Hezbollah? Will they get involved due to this? Or is this an Israeli, let's see how far we can go before we get a reaction? Are they testing things? I don't know. Again, we'll wait and see. But this is kind of unusual, so we'll see what comes of that. Now, last, and I saved this one for last. I said in this morning's video that you had Moses' staff, the hacking group, went in and said, hey, here's proof that we've hacked your stuff. We're just chomping at the bit. We're waiting for, whoever is the leader to give word so we can go in and do our stuff. Okay. Now you have Cyber Avengers. They released a video just a short time ago saying, and I thought for half a second showing you this, and because of the audio, I definitely can't. But I also don't want to share their content. Okay. So, paraphrasing, in the video, it says, one of the greatest cyber attacks on Israeli infrastructure will take place within the next 24 hours. So, that is saying a lot. They gave a threat, they gave a hint of what they're going to do in that threat. Then they gave a time frame. For me, when somebody says, hey, don't say the word, purple, or I'm going to, I don't know, throw a rock at your window. Okay. That's just kind of, hey, don't do this, or this will happen. That's a cause and effect sort of thing. And that happens a lot, and it's just posturing, and you both bicker back and forth. Out of that. This was not a, hey, if you continue, we're going to do this. This was almost more than a threat. This was almost a statement. This was, in the next 24 hours, we are going to do the biggest cyber attack on Israel There was no red line, there was no ultimatum, there was no if you do this, we're going to do this. They basically just told you what was going to happen. So, what do you take about that? Well, it's quite simple for most of us that is not inside that conflict zone. If you're in the U.S., Canada, Australia, you're outside of that area. You sit back for the next 24 hours and see what happens. Now, this is going to go a long way because everything's all on them. They have to do something, or else, the credibility. The next time they come out, if something doesn't happen, the next time they come out and say, hey, we're going to do this, it didn't happen the last time. Now you'd still take it serious, but this is going to show. So it's going to be curious to see what they can do. Is it going to be something internet related? Is it going to be something with electricity or water, or a combination of a bunch of different things, or just a total infrastructure failure? So if one of your things on an SHTF situation is something to do with infrastructure, and you want to see what it's like, pay attention to this, because if this actually goes to fruition, this will give you a kind of a showing, a demonstration of what would happen if that event took place in where you are. So there's a lot of learning to this, and I do this in the preparedness channel because what goes on around the world comes home at some point in time for the most part. I do have some subscribers that are from different parts of the world, and so everybody is different. Now, you've got to take things serious. We talked about the ammo and firearm for the next 90 days. So I plan on going to my local ammo store here either shortly, later today, or tomorrow. I'll give you guys maybe a short reel, or whatever they call the short ones, on what my experience was. What's there, what's the price, what's the atmosphere like, all that. And then you have the gold and precious metals started to go up. They're still up the last time that I saw. You have a bunch of just different things going on all over the place. A lot of unusual activity. That there's stuff going on for the naysayer that comes to me and goes, "Oh, you're just wasting your time," or "Nothing's going to happen," or "You're just doom and gloom, and you're just trying to make a quick dollar." Okay, first of all, not monetized, not in it for the money, don't care. Not in it for clicks. I don't do clickbait because I would rather, which Bear Independent put out a really great video. If you're a content creator, go watch that 5 steps for the YouTube creator. Extremely good video. But I'm not in it for the money. I'm not in it for the clicks. I would rather have 10 people that subscribe, that watch my content, that I can help out and actually take value in it, than to have 100,000 watch 10 seconds of my stuff just so that way I can say I have a ton of subscribers. I'm not in it for the fame. I'm not in it for the money. I'm here to help. I want to help you. So if my content speaks to you, here you go. I'm doing it for you. So please pay attention. Look around. Just open your eyes. Go get some food. Go get some water. Go get some ammo. Go get medical supplies. Go get a book so you can learn and learn your skills now. Go top off your fuel. Go get propane. Do the things, please. Don't know how else to say it. I've been doing this for a long time. You can see all the stuff behind me. It's just a peek into one of my pantries. I'm doing the thing. I'm not out here trying to make a quick dollar and pretending. I'm doing it. I'm walking the walk, and everything that I say, all the talk, it's getting done here. So, if you have any questions, comments, anything like that, leave them down below. Do all the fun YouTube things. Hit the like, subscribe, hit the bell for notifications, so that way you can be notified for all the future content. Guys, stay safe out there. Head on a swivel. Watch your six. Care about each other. Keep comms up. More information to come. Remember to remain united, because we're all prepping in this together.